Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Serene Education, the Power of Forex, a simple system. It's fantastic having you all with us again tonight. Before we start the presentation, I would just like to run through our terms and disclaimer, if you don't mind taking a moment to read it. Simply by continuing with this presentation, you are agreeing to the terms and conditions stated here. For those of you that are new to us, who are we? Well, my name is Nikki de Chalane and my husband Chris. We are both from South Africa. Chris came here in 1999 and I came across in 2001. We both came here with a big dream to make lots of money. It wasn't the case for us. You know, we were always brought up to be told that we needed to work hard, get a stable job in order to provide an income for ourselves, and that's exactly what we came here to do. I got made redundant 3 times in 5 months from jobs all over London, and I really was at one of the lowest points in my life. I then got involved in an investment training company where I gained my feet, and that's what got me into trading. The thing was, though, that Chris and I were both working 12 hours a day, and we didn't think that there was a light at the end of the tunnel for us. So what we did was we put our heads together and we decided that we needed to find an alternative way to make a second income. And we started doing that by trading the stock market. From there we moved into Forex, and what we can say from there, the rest is history. We became financially independent. I gave up my job at the age of 31 and we are now living in Wales. And the reason why I tell you this is because we are just like majority of the people here on this webinar with us tonight. We weren't clever kids at all, by all means, and we didn't do very well at school. We were just working for our money. That's all we were doing. So that is a situation that I think a lot of people are in right now, is that they feel that their security is coming from their job. But the thing is, at the end of the day, every person is just a number when you work for somebody else. You know, you work to make them a lot of money and you get paid a small little fee in return for that. Forex trading, it's about creating an income for yourself, where you get to keep 100% of it, obviously minus our taxes at the end of the day. But it provides you with such a comfortable and relaxed lifestyle. And this is what we want to show you throughout our presentation today. Before we start, I'm just going to ask if everybody can raise their hands if you can hear me. We have had a few internet issues this evening. We have switched off our 11 computers in the house, so hopefully it will be all right. So if you don't mind just raising your hand, letting me know that you can hear me. Thank you very much. I won't be available to take questions throughout the presentation, but please feel free to type them in as we go. At the end of the presentation, when Chris takes over and does his live analysis, I'll be online to answer anybody's questions that they might have. We're going to do something completely different this evening. We always teach you about, a different principle got to do with investing, got to do with trading, our support, resistance, trend lines, and things like that. But today, I'm going to ask you, who knows how to drive a car? Now, you're probably thinking to me, Nikki, we came here to do a Forex presentation, not learn how to drive a car. The thing is, if you know how to drive a car, I'm going to show you how you put those same principles into practice that are going to help you learn how to trade Forex. If I said to you, I'm going to teach you how to drive a car, you'd maybe shrug your shoulders and think, yeah, that's okay. If I said to you, I'm going to teach you how to trade the Forex market, the biggest market in the world with $4.1 trillion traded daily, you might not shrug your shoulders. You might get a bit put off by the thought of actually getting involved in something like that. And this is why I put this presentation together, because the simple steps that you followed when you learned how to drive, if you apply those when learning how to trade, that's what's going to make you successful. So we're going to have a little bit of fun this evening. This presentation is slightly longer than our usual ones, but we just wanted to get the points across to you and show you in a step-by-step format how you can learn how to trade the Forex market by simply putting the same principles when you learn how to drive a car into practice. So we're going to go through all of this. We also have got 3 of our past students that are going to come online and tell you their experience. We thought that that would be good for you. And then at the end, of course, you don't want to miss Chris's live analysis on the 4 major currencies. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy this presentation, and let's get started on your road rules to help you avoid your own trading tragedy. Part 1 is learn the rules of the road. Now, when you started learning how to drive, you didn't just go and buy a car and expect your license to be thrown in with a deal. First of all, you had to learn how to drive. You had to be shown by someone with the skills, somebody who knew how to drive. From there, you'd go on to get your license, and from there, you would buy your car. There's no difference to trading. We don't just want to go and read a book and think, oh, I'm a professional trader. We don't wake up one day and say, I'm going to go and start trading the markets today. First of all, we learn how to trade. We get shown by somebody with the skills, somebody who knows how to trade the forex market. We then put that trading into practice. We put it into practice on a demo account, and then we move to a live account. And when we're consistent, we become comfortable behind the wheel, we become comfortable behind that computer, and that's when we've got the confidence to become a consistent, profitable trader. Trading is risky. How many people have told you that? You know, it's a risky business, you're going to lose all your money. My mother told me that straight off. She was petrified at the thought of me getting into trading. But there is a risk involved in trading, but the whole thing is we want to put probability on our side. Trading is a game of probability. So when you learn the rules of the road, when you learn the rules of the trade, that's what's going to put probability on your side. And to help us learn the rules of trading, or the rules of the road, there's certain principles that we need to understand. The first thing is support and resistance. Now this is price action. Think about sitting in a car. You can either put it into first gear and go forward, put it into reverse and go back, or stay still. The same thing applies in your charts. Our price is going to move across the chart in waves. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, and it may go flat. The next thing we want to have a look at is indicators, such as moving averages, RSI, MACD. All of these things are going to help us determine whether there's momentum behind the market moves. And this again is going to put more probability on our side and help us determine which way we should be trading. On top of that, we also need to think about spreads, lots and commissions, money management, risk management, trade management, how to devise your own trading plan, what brokers to use and how to use their platforms, alternative software providers to take your trading to completely new levels, and that's just to name a few. We're going to cover quite a few of these briefly throughout this presentation. So your steps to learning the forex market. You first need to learn the rules of the road, learn the rules of the trade. You get a good grounding in that subject. Then you progress your skills and your knowledge, and you learn more and you advance further. Then you learn from your mistakes so that you don't make them again. And this is the biggest problem with a lot of people. They don't want to learn from their mistakes. If they have a losing trade, it's swept under the carpet and would rather not tell anybody about it because maybe they're too embarrassed. But the whole thing is you need to learn from your mistakes so you make sure that you never make them again. And of course, you profit from your winners and grow your capital. So the risk out of trading is your lack of education, and the reward out of trading becomes your financial growth. Part 2. Check the conditions before setting off. Now, if you're about to go somewhere, it wasn't urgent, and all of a sudden there were flood warnings or hurricane warnings, torrential snow, traffic delays, black ice on the road, or accidents on the route to your destination, you wouldn't want to go out in your car. And the same thing applies with trading. We want to make sure that we don't get into trades around these type of conditions. And when I mean by these type of conditions in trading, I mean news announcements like interest rates, unemployment, inflation, and countries' GDP results, and that's just to name a few. We always want to check our economic calendar. This is what's going to tell us what important news is out when, and to make sure that we stay away from the markets given these period of time. We use markets.com as one of our indicators. If you go to www.markets.com, you click on the research tab. Underneath that tab, you will find your economic calendar. This is what it shows you. It will show you the time that the news is due out, the currency that it relates to, and then you see bulls' heads. Now, 1 bull signifies low impact news, 2 bulls, medium impact news, and 3 bulls, high impact news is expected on that particular currency pair. Now, we really want to take note of the 3 and 2 bulls' heads. 1, when there's low impacts expected, I don't take any notice of that. And the thing about it is, when it comes to trading and trading around news, so many people have asked me, can you teach me how to trade the news, because there's massive market moves. My rule is don't trade around news announcements, and number 2 is don't break the first rule. This is a prime example. This was today on the Canadian dollar. Can you see between 1:30 and 2 we had 3 news announcements out, 2 of which had 3 bulls' heads, 1 that had 2. Price was moving in a beautiful upward trend. It was looking fantastic. That news came out at 2 o'clock, and this is a 5-minute chart. Within 5 minutes, the market had retraced more than what it had moved over the last 2 days of trading. So those people who were in nice long positions and buying into this currency were more than likely wiped out by this big move. So therefore, don't trade around news announcements. Part 3, pick a route and stick to it. If you're going to your destination and you veer from the route that you're supposed to be taking, number 1, you could lose your way and never make it to your destination, or give up and turn around and go back home. The other thing could be you could add hours of driving time to your journey trying to find your way back to the main road. The same thing applies in trading. If you don't stick to the route, to your trading plan, you could lose your way in the learning in the process and throw in the towel before you even start. And a lot of people that we've spoken to over the last 2 weeks, that's what's happened to them. They veered from their path, their trading plan, and they got caught in things that they didn't want to be in, and they just decided that they were going to throw in the towel and give it up. The other thing is, it could take you years to become financially independent. If you don't stick to that plan and you veer from that route, you could take a lot longer to get to your destination. So you can stay on the right route by determining your trading plan, and now this is your approach to systemize your trading style and your trading routine. An example of a trading plan, this is a basic trading plan. We get into a lot more detail in our training, but the first thing is the trading time frame that you want to trade. So when do you want to trade? Now this will all boil down to what type of job that you do, when you have the time available, the type of currencies that you want to trade. You know, there's thousands and thousands of currencies out there. There's 22 what they call common spots, and there are 4 major currencies. This being your Euro US dollar, your Pound US dollar, your US dollar Swiss franc, and your US dollar Japanese yen. Your risk per trade. Now this boils down to your money management. We'll have a little look at that later on. But it's going to determine how much money you are willing to risk in any particular trade that you take. So if that risk is more, you wouldn't want to take that trade. Your setups for entry. This is how you're going to move forward with your plan. The things that you're going to check before you get into a trade. Your exits for profitable trades. You want to know when you get into a trade where you want to exit that trade, how much you want from that particular trade. And can you take 5 losses in a row? So in this example, if I started off with $1,000, I had 5 losses at $30 each, I would have lost $150. Your starting capital would be reduced to $850, but you would still be able to trade. So as I said, this is a basic format of a trading plan. So if, for instance, you sent me a losing trade and it was on the South African Rand versus the US dollar, and your trading plan said that you should only be trading the 4 majors, you've now veered from that path. So by veering from your trading plan, you can either end up in trades that you would not usually take, you would change the rules to fit the trade, you would forget about the important news announcements, and you would risk more than you can afford to. So stick to your trading plan always. Number 4, know how far you can afford to go. Now we all know cars cannot run on fresh air. Some cars take more to fill their tank than others, But in order to get to our destination, we need to have fuel in our car. Now, we can only have a car and drive it if we can afford to get it from one destination to the other. You have to have money in your account in order to be able to trade. Now, some brokers will allow you to open up a live trading account with as little as $100. But the more that you have in your account, the more choice you will have with your trades. Remember, if you're going to stick to the right type of money management strategies, if you're only starting off with $100 and you can only risk a certain percentage of that, your choices in your trades are going to be very limited. But remember, always start off small, especially when you're learning how to trade. Don't start off with $10,000 in your account. Start off with a small amount and build your way up from there. We always say $500 is a great amount to start with. If you can do 1,000, even better. If you can do 3,000, even better on top of that. We need to understand that risk and money management strategy. Never trade money that you cannot afford to lose. People who give up their jobs to trade full time and have never been taught anything, the pressure is on them to make that money. They will be trading with money that they cannot afford to lose. So the principle behind this is only trade with the money that you can't, don't trade with money that you can't afford to lose. Only risk a certain percentage of your trading account on any one trade. And don't double your risk to make up for your previous losses. In terms of risk and money management, this is just a basic spreadsheet in saying that if you are willing to bet, for instance, $1 per point that the market moves, and you were willing to risk $30 in any particular trade, if you wanted to risk a maximum of 5% of your trading account, you would need to start off with $600 in your account. If you were willing to risk 10%, you would need to start off with $300 in your account. Now, 10% is the absolute maximum that we would say that anybody should risk in a trade. When we started trading, we had no money. We started off with $500 in our account. But in order to be able to find trades and profit from them, we had to risk 10% of our trading capital. The more that it grew, the less that we started to risk. Part 5. Know where to stop along the way. Now, if you're going to be driving for a long period of time without taking a break, that is going to be risky. Okay, it's dangerous to drive for long distances without taking a rest break. Okay, it's there to pick up the energy levels, to refocus, and then to continue again. And these breaks are for safety. When trading the forex market, we have safety measures as well, and these are called stop losses. Now, stop losses are designed to limit your risk in any trade that you take. They're safety nets that will close out your position at a loss determined by you. Remember our money management. First, we needed to determine how much we were willing to risk in a trade based off our initial investment. If we took that initial thing that we had a look at, we said that it was $30 in any one trade. That's how much we were willing to risk. If the risk on the particular trade that you're looking at is greater than that, you cannot take the trade. Your stop losses have to be at relevant levels. You can't just stick them in fresh air. They need to be at relevant levels of support or resistance, a place where prices change direction on more than one occasion. So, my stop loss rules. Don't ever trade without a stop loss, and don't ever break rule number 1. Part 6, avoid road rage. When it comes to driving, I have a lot of road rage, but who does it help? It doesn't help me, and it certainly doesn't help anybody around me. Road rage blinds a driver from what they are focusing on. And the same thing applies with your trading. Angry people make silly decisions, okay? And those silly decisions are going to get you into losing trades. If you have what I call trade rage, who's going to benefit from it? And it's certainly not you. It's the other people that are profiting from you on the other side. So trade rage blinds you from the skills that you have as a trader. You forget about what you've learned, you bend the rules, you don't stick to your plan, and you end up in losing trades. Revenge trading. This is part of trade rage, I think. The thing is if you have a losing trade, so many traders go out there and they automatically double the amount that they're trading to try and make back what they've already lost. Now this is called revenge trading, and you don't want to put yourself in a position like that, because if that next trade is a losing trade, you can wipe out your trading capital. So just continue to stick by your trading plan. Always go back, have a look, see where you went wrong, and learn from your mistakes so you don't do it again. In part 7, know what type of driver you are. Now, we have 3 different types of drivers. We have the ones that stick to the slow lane. Okay, they're the relaxed people. They take their time in making their decisions. Now, these are what we call the passive trader or the longer term trader. You know, they've got a lot of time to make up their mind what they want to do, how they want to place their trades, and they're very relaxed when looking at the markets because they're not looking at intraday volatility. Now, Chris, for example, he is a passive trader. He likes his longer term tradings. He doesn't like the intraday market noise, what we call. Then there is the workhorse. Now, they stick to the road rules, but they're a go-getter. Okay, they're sharp-minded. They're taught to think quick. They'll be in and out the lanes, and these are more of the aggressive trader, the shorter term trader. And this is me. I'm a very aggressive trader. I trade short time frames because that's what suits me. I like to be in and out of trades quickly. I like to see the profits coming in quickly. And then, of course, there's the risky trader. Now, these are the speed demons. They don't stick to the rules. They think they know best, and they're daring and will take chances. Everybody becomes a risky trader at one stage of their life. And even still now, I still become a risky trader, or should I say a risky driver. I got caught the other day going 54 in a 30-mile zone. And that was me being a risky driver. And I apply some of those bad traits to my trading sometimes, but I learn from those lessons and I get back to the same way that I should be driving all the time. And that's what we try and teach people in our training, is that every person is different. You don't want to be going and sitting in a big class of people and be taught a generic way of trading, because you're unique to you, and you need to trade the way that you are, the way that you see things in life, the way that you react to certain things. It's going to determine what type of driver you are and what type of trader you are. We always say that if you are starting off trading, always be a passive trader. Once you've got your feet and you're comfortable behind the wheel, then you can turn to become an aggressive trader, but never ever become a risky trader. Part 8 is practice. The more that you drive, the more confident you become behind the wheel. I've seen so many people exactly doing this picture over here, and that's why I had to stick in the presentation. Driving along, phone in one hand, lipstick in the other, or guys driving around texting on their phones whilst they're still driving down the roads. But that's what it is. When you are comfortable behind the wheel, you start to take certain risks. Okay, you are able to do more things, and you're able to act and react quickly. The same thing applies with your trading. The more confident you become at trading, the more comfortable you are to start taking risks. Now, when we say about practice, you start all practicing on a demo account. Now, demo account is not real money, but you need to treat it as real money because it's yours. And by practicing on a demo account, it's going to help you start building up this confidence. And once you've got that, then you start to move into your live accounts and start making your profits. But by becoming comfortable behind the screen, you're able to act and react quicker to market movements and make really good trading decisions. So confidence is going to come with education, bottom line. It also comes with patience, practice, perseverance, a strong and calm mindset, and sticking to your trading plans. Part 9. Remember, slow and steady. You can't learn to drive in an hour. Most people take at least 10 to 15 lessons to learn how to drive. Some people take even more. I know I certainly did. But those lessons are with a professional on a one-to-one basis. They're spending their time showing you the rules of the road. And it takes time to build a skill, including driving a car. It takes time to build a strong Forex foundation as well. You need to understand that trading is not something that you can master overnight. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. There are too many companies out there that have said that they can make you millionaires from trading overnight. That is not the case. It is going to take you time to learn these skills. But once you've got these skills and you've mastered them, you have them for life and you can take them anywhere around the world with you. Chris and I are heading back to South Africa for 2 months at the end of November, but we can take it with us. We can go anywhere around the world and still continue to trade and still have an income coming in. And that is what is so important about learning how to trade the Forex market. So the key of success is consistency. This is what I tell people all the time. It's not about making huge amounts of money. Because, well, obviously it is about making huge amounts of money for a lot of people. It's not about making huge amounts of money on every single trade that you make. If you can make a small amount and make it consistently, that's what's going to make you a good trader. Too many people will go and they'll make one really good trade and then they'll lose all of it on the next one. So rather, especially when you're starting out again, go for smaller profits but consistent ones. Part 10, never be afraid to explore a new path. My question to you is, if you're driving down the road, are you going to take the motorway or are you going to take the side road? One of them is going to lead you to limited or slow success, and the other one is going to lead you to financial security. This is a trading statement of ours. 3 days work, 3 days of trading, just 2 hours of work, $3,590.64. $2,073.39 in just 1 day of trading. $638.34 in just 5 minutes of trading. These are not to brag, these are to show you that Chris and I do what we do. We are not salesmen, we are traders, and we absolutely love it, we're addicted to it, and we love teaching people the same skills that we've got. Once you've mastered the roads, the paths become serene. So how do you get on that serene path? Well, number one, learn the rules of the road. Get educated or get left behind. Check the conditions before setting out. Always look to see if there are any important news announcements due out. Don't get caught with your pants down like a lot of people did on the Canadian dollar today. Pick a route and stick to it. Determine your trading plan and stick to it. Know how far you can afford to go. Practice safe money management. Don't ever risk more than what you can afford to, and don't ever trade with money that you cannot afford to lose. Know where to stop along the way. Always use a stop loss as a safety net. I met somebody at one of our events the other day who was telling me that he was trading unsuccessfully. So I sat down and I spoke to him for a while. He does not trade with a stop loss. And the more that I told him that is gambling, not trading, the less that he was interested in the conversation. Do never, ever, ever trade without a stop loss. It is your safety net in order to preserve the capital that you have in your account. Avoid road rage. Focus on the charts and don't let your emotions take over. Know what type of driver you are. It's so important. I can't stress this enough. Because then you're going to apply the correct principles to your trading, knowing who you are as an individual and applying that to your trading. Practice. Always start off using a demo account to become consistent and then move your way into live trading. And remember, slow and steady. Take your time and make the right decisions. The key is consistency. And of course, always see if you can find a new path that is going to take you to financial growth. And this is where I start my journey for you with us. The Forex Made Easy course. We launched this, I think, about 2 weeks ago. We sold out, flat out, within a couple of days. We got our next lot in, they've gone as well. We have had such raving reviews about it, and we are so happy with it. Because we are able to reach out to more people. Within this course, you get a 100-page manual that covers all of your course content. Inside this manual, you also get a step-by-step process on how to proceed through the course. You get Serene Education story. It's Chris and my story, how we made it to where we are from where we were. You also get the Forex Made Easy 7 steps to daily success, a trading glossary, a trading plan, a trading schedule, and trading blueprints. On disc 1, you will get a DVD recording of the common mistakes of traders, so you make sure that you never copy them. Different types of trading styles. The Forex major pairs, bull and bear markets, understanding market movements. Pip spreads and commissions, about knowing how much you pay for every trade that you place. your Y versus your X-axis, and line, bar, and candlestick charts. On disc 2, it's about fundamental analysis. Make sure you don't get caught with your pants down. It's about understanding Forex fundamentals, where to find this important news, what news is important and what's not, and when not to trade. Disc 3 covers technical analysis. We're going to look at trend lines, support and resistance, price action, price movement. We're going to look at chart patterns, double tops and bottoms, head and shoulders, flags and triangles. We're going to look at indicators, specifically MACD, moving averages, and RSI. In disc 4, we're going to look at trade, money, and personality management. Understanding what type of driver you are and applying that to your trading. We're going to look at trade management and money management. In disc 5, getting and using a broker account. So many people get a bit of education but then get stuck and don't know where to go from there. We show you which broker we use, why we use them, how to set up your broker account, how to navigate your way around the program, and a special bonus, how to place a trade, enter a stop loss, and enter a limit. So once you're in a trade, you can walk away from it. It's either going to hit your stop loss or your limit. It's a fantastic way of trading. And into 6, winning strategies. We're going to take all the education that we've given you throughout these discs, put them all together, have a look at the support resistance trend lines, moving averages, RSI, MACD, risk and money management, price patterns, and knowing when to trade. And putting all this together, we provide you with a winning strategy. It's a simple system strategy. That is what Serene Education is about. So many people that we've taught have been losing because they've overcomplicated their trading. So here we are teaching you a simple system, putting all of this together, giving you a strategy, showing you how to set it up on your broker account so that you can go and implement it immediately. Inside your box, along with the manual and these 6 discs, you will get a free bonus. It's called What the Professionals Wish They Knew. It's got an extra 5-part training course in there. It's also got documents on the best times to trade and which pairs to trade. So important. Serene Education's Deadly Sins of Forex Trading. This is from all the mistakes that Chris and I have made personally in our 8 years of trading together. And why 90% of Forex traders fail and how to avoid their mistakes. In bonus number 2, check the boxes. Here you'll be able to download your daily schedule and your trader's blueprint. You also get the Serene Education success chart. There are certain principles that apply that will make a person successful. And in the success chart, you can see if there's anything that's missing from the particular chart for you. And it will show you where you need to work on. And it also includes the 4-week trading plan that we put together that can potentially make you a 500% return on investments in just 4 weeks if you follow the plan. I spoke about the trader's daily schedule, your step-by-step of what you need to do from the minute you switch on your computer, so that you never go wrong and you never veer from the path. And then you get your trader's blueprint. It's a full checklist of everything that you need to check before you enter into a trade. And bonus number 3, the daily steps of professional traders. Here we have done a DVD recording for you on the daily steps that Chris and I take when we're looking at the markets, how we analyze the markets, and what we do to get the profits that we do. You will also get 3 months free access to our VIP Traders Lounge. It's a value of £120. Here you get to come in and talk with other traders that are going down the same path as you. They're on the same journey as you. Trading can become very lonely, and it's so nice to be able to talk to other people. So you get 3 months to get into the VIP Traders Lounge to have a look at the traders' bloopers. These are errors that other traders have made, as well as see Chris's live trade analysis. And to make it an even easier decision for you, we're offering you a money-back guarantee. If you are not completely satisfied within the first 15 days of you receiving the course, simply send it back to us, undamaged, and we'll give you a money-back guarantee of the cost of the course that you've paid. So, for the Forex Made Easy Home Study Training course, you get your 6 DVDs, your 3 bonuses, your manual, your 100% money back guarantee, your 3 months into the VIP Traders Room. How much would you expect to pay for that? People have given us in the region of £799 for the full kit, based on the information that's available on it. Because we've just launched this, We are offering this out at £299 plus postage and packaging. And that's not it. If you're happy with your training and you want to continue with us, which I'm sure that you will, on your 16th day of your training, you are going to get another parcel through the post. It's another gift from us, and this time it's a big one. Here you'll get a DVD recording on our currency correlation strategy. It has the potential to help you triple the amount of pips that you can make in the same period of time. We'll show you how to set this up on your markets platform and how to get it operating immediately. This is a simple result here, $5,729.24. These are other examples of trading this particular strategy. You can see this last one, $1,665.13 by 8:30 in the morning, just trading this strategy. There's more to come. After 30 days, you're going to receive a new DVD on the post, your Road Rules to Forex Riches. You also get a certificate of achievement. And if that's not enough, we'll give you your money back. You'll also receive a voucher for £297 for you to spend against any Serene Education Forex trading course should you decide to continue with your education. There's nothing that you have to lose within this course, and this is why it is so important. This is why we put this together, so we can reach out to all of you who think that maybe trading's not for you. You don't know, but you don't want to spend £3,000 on education to go and sit in a room with 100 people. Here you can take it step by step in your own time. All you need to do, write it down, go to www.forexmadeeasy.com. You'll get a lot more information there on the website about it, and you can purchase this directly from the website. So you get the full box, your certificate of achievement, your Road Rules to Forex Riches, and your money back at the end of the 30 days. This is one of our students, Carl Olson from the USA. He wrote here, educational materials are first rate with things explained in a very clear, logical order that makes it easy for anyone to grasp Forex trading. Nothing is left out. With each page or DVD, you'll have another aha moment, but Chris and Nikki have made sure that their courses are about more than just book learning. They go the extra mile to offer unbelievable support. As you can see, this came through an email from Cole on the 20th of October. He said, but with that, I've had my first $2,000 plus week. Thanks, guys. And I've asked Cole if he wouldn't mind just coming on and telling you a little bit about his experience with us. So if you bear with me, I'm just going to see if I can get hold of him. Hi, Cole, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Guys, this is Cole from the USA. He has been through our training. He's helped us along with Forex Made Easy. So I'm just going to let him give a little bit of his story.
How long do you have, Nikki?
A short story.
The short story, okay. I've actually known Chris and Nikki professionally for several years, and a long time ago I was hoping that they would come out with a home study course because I could see their excitement in the Forex market and the potential for making some large amounts of cash. And so when they did, I jumped at the chance and just gobbled it up and started trading. What, maybe a couple weeks practice. That was about 5 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago I went live, and I'm turning an average of about £2,000 a week, or $2,000 a week from just trading Forex. 2-3 hours in the morning, and then I got to go do my day job while I'm getting ready to shut that down and do Forex full time. But it's great, you know. The reason I got into it not only was the cash, but I've been self-employed for 30 years, and I've always been in a quandary as far as finding new clients and then getting them excited about what I do and then waiting for them to pay me, and it's just getting very frustrating. So I was looking for something that was totally on my own. Not reliant on somebody else. If I screw up a trade, it's my own fault. But if I make money in Forex, it's totally my doing too. And the Forex Made Easy course has just made that possible. obviously within 3 weeks to be making $2,000 a week is fantastic. And so I'm giving up my day job and I'm just going to concentrate on Forex. At the same time, my wife is gotten on fire about it, and she's getting ready to quit her day job. And my daughter's a college student, and rather than work a McJob somewhere flipping burgers while she's in college, she's going to do Forex. So we got the whole family here within about 5 weeks trading Forex, and we're all excited and all really doing really well. Even my daughter can easily do $600, $800, $900 a week, just working it in around her schedule. So, you know, it's a great lifestyle.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Carl. Appreciate your time.
Not a problem.
So that's just going back to what a simple strategy and a simple course can do for you. It is an absolute fantastic opportunity. Then I'm going to move into the last part, part 11. When in doubt, use a sat-nav. If you're not sure how to get to your destination and you've got a sat-nav, you use it, don't you? Because what does it do? It gives you more confidence behind the wheel. It gives you a direct journey to take. It gives you heads up before you have to make a turn. And it tells you when you need to take a break. And this is our own personal sat-nav system that we have in our trading. There are 4 rules that apply. It is called the count the cash strategy. For a buy position, we are looking for a blue arrow, a blue candle, a blue ribbon, a blue indicator. For a sell position, we're looking for a red arrow, a red candle, a red ribbon, and a red CTC indicator. So if we have a look at each of them individually. The first one, we're looking for a blue arrow. It doesn't have to be on the current time frame or candle that you're looking at, just the color of the last arrow on the screen. So for a buy, it needs to be blue. For a sell, it needs to be red. The next thing is, we need the candles to turn to the correct color. So if we're looking to buy something, they need to be blue. Doesn't matter if they're hollow or they filled in, it needs to be blue. Then for a sell, the candle needs to be red. Then we have a ribbon along the bottom of our chart. For a buy, it needs to be blue. For a sell, it needs to be red. And then we've got our CTC indicator. It needs to be above 0 and blue for a buy, or below 0 and red for a sell. It's as simple as that. For a buy, let's have a look at it all together. First thing we need to see is a blue arrow. Can we see we've got a blue arrow on a red candle? The next thing we're looking for is a blue candle. We waited for those candles to turn blue. Number 3 was we needed a blue ribbon at the bottom, and 4, a blue CTC indicator at the top. Here you can see where the dotted line is, all the rules met, and up went price. For a sell position, this example, everything happened on the same candle. We got a red arrow, we got a red candle, red CTC, and a red ribbon, and down price went. It's as simple as that. This is my son. He's 3 years old. This picture was taken yesterday. We had a student come round for mentorship, and he was explaining to the student the count the cash strategy, as you can see. He knows that when everything is blue, it goes up, and when everything is red, it comes down. Now, yes, of course, it's not as simple as that. We're still going to add our support, our resistance, and our technical indicators. But it takes all the emotions out of your driving. Okay, it takes all the emotions out of your trading. And this is where we come to this particular strategy. It is provided to you on the Live with a Trader course. This is where you come and live with Chris and I for a period of 2 days and 2 nights. It is the most unique training offered anywhere around the globe. Nobody offers it. This is our home up in Wales. A couple of pictures of where we've had students. There's no more than 2 students to a training. Don't think you're going to be stuck in a group of 100 or 50 people. There's only 2 of you, and there's myself and Chris. And we sit down and we take you step by step through the following things. Your Forex basics, okay? Understanding what the Forex market is about. When to trade, how to trade. Pips, lots, and spreads. Knowing how much commission you're going to pay a trader, the broker. Forex fundamentals. Remember, when not to trade, the things that you want to take an importance of, and days to completely stay away from the market. You're going to look at your trading tools, the software that we use. We use Metastock. Yesterday they came out with a brand new system. It's called Metastock 12. It was only launched yesterday evening our time. We give you 30 days free access to that, as well as massive discounts with Thomson Reuters. There is a cost involved in this software. Okay, free is free for a reason. We pay for this because we get the most purest data coming through. It's giving us the correct price movement of each currency that we're looking at. Brokers sometimes have the tendency to manipulate their own platforms. With Metastock, you're not going to have any manipulation on your charts whatsoever. We're going to look at trend lines, support and resistance, looking at price action. Support and resistance is so important because it's going to determine when you get into a trade, when you get out of a trade, where to put your stop loss. There's a load of important areas that we need to have a look at. We're going to look at moving averages. I can tell you 7 different ways to use such a simple indicator that's going to give you a visual idea of what that chart is doing. We're going to look at risk management. We're going to look at money management. We're going to create your own personal trading plan that you can take away and go and implement. We're going to look at the reasons why the top 5% of traders actually do well. It's because they've got a plan. Remember, a failure to plan is a plan to fail. We're going to give you our count the cash strategy. Chris and I have spent years and years and years adapting and developing this. And remember, it's as simple as 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything needs to be blue or everything needs to be red. Unless you're colorblind, this is the most simplest sat-nav system that you will get. So, for all of this, 2 days, 2 nights, living with Chris and I, understanding every single one of these topics, plus hands-on assistance on your computers, actually putting it into action. We also have some bonuses for you. We're going to teach you our multiple time frame trading. People are blown away by how this can actually help you. Shows you the bigger picture of what is happening in the charts. We apply the multiple time frame trading to the count the cash strategy, and we're looking for a confluence of events. We're putting probability in our favor. The next thing is we're going to give you the advanced currency correlation strategy. You've got the form of it in terms of your markets from your Forex Made Easy course, but now we're going to advance this even further. We're going to add our count the cash strategy to this, and we're going to develop it even further for you. Triple your profits. Examples of these trades, different ones, all from taking this particular strategy. We're then going to give you another bonus, another 3 months to the VIP Traders Lounge, where you can participate with people going along the same journey as you. You also get 3 months Skype support access with Chris. He will sit there, he'll be able to log into your computers, he'll be able to do screen shares with you, walk you through what's happening in the charts. You get 3 months access to him through that. This is one of my trading accounts, $10,609.01 in 5 days. This was a couple of weeks ago. It was a fantastic week. They're not all like this, but it was a good week. Chris's statement for the same period of time, $9,509.25 in 5 days. Now, some of you might be sniggering, yes, I beat Chris by $1,000. But if you look closely, Chris only had 3 trades that whole week. One it was even a losing trade. He's minus here, $322. He only placed three trades. This over here, my trading statement was 4 pages long for that particular week. That's how many trades I got in and out of. There was a lot more work that I had to do. Remember, I'm the more aggressive trader. Chris is the passive trader. You're still going to get the same results as long as you stick to your trading style. One of our students sent in an email saying, have a look at my trading results. Here he made 621 pips in just 12 days of trading whilst doing a full-time job. Another success story, 18 trades, up 246 pips. There's his proof. Look at that, not one losing trade. $5,340 in just 1 day of trading, and that's coming from our students. Here's one of our other students, Kenny. He's 26 years old. He came to do trading with us a couple of months ago. I think he's online with us as well, so let me just see if I can find him. Hi Kenny, are you there?
Hello Nikki, yeah I am.
Hi Kenny. If you just like to tell people a little bit about your journey, what you've thought about it, how you're doing, and your plans.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Nikki. All right, so my background is I've just turned 26 years old. I have a background in IT, so I have a full-time job at the moment in IT, and what I like to do is invest in property in my spare time. Now, prior to meeting Chris and Nikki in July, I had no Forex or finance knowledge whatsoever. My goal was to replace my current IT job, because I don't really like computers, to be honest, and trade full-time. So that's when I went on the Live with a Trader course back in July. Stayed with Nikki and Chris for a weekend, and it was one of the best weekends and the best experience I could ever imagine, because I came in with no knowledge of Forex or finance whatsoever, and I left that weekend with all of the C2C strategies, the CC strategy, and the knowledge. And the best part about it was the support offered from Chris and Nikki. So the Skype support, I think previously Nikki mentioned a chat room. So you log into the chat room every morning, you get to speak with other students, and it's really great because you feel a lot more confident before you enter trades. So where am I now? So I've been using a practice account since July. I've been getting some good consistencies over the last month, and as a result I decided to go live today, and my first trade I profited 20 pips.
Well done.
Thank you very much, Nikki. Literally it's just following the rules, and it doesn't get any complicated than that. And I'm looking forward to my major goal, which is to leave full-time work in January and do Forex full-time, and who knows, maybe I'll make enough money to invest in property as well on the side. What I find is waking up at 7 AM, analyse the charts, and usually by 11 o'clock in the morning, worst case scenario, I reach my target, my limit, and have the rest of the day to just concentrate myself or pick up the kids from school. It could be anything.
Yep, that's the right way to look at it. That's fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us, Kenny. So that was Kenny joining us. The next thing that we're going to move on to is just putting it across to you. Again, 2 days, 2 nights coming and living with us, enjoying the education that we provide. You get your manual, you get your count the cash strategy, your advanced currency correlation strategy, multiple time frame trading, 3 months VIP access to the Traders Lounge, 3 months VIP support sessions via Skype. Plus, you also get the Serene MACD strategy, the Rainbow strategy, the MA strategy, and a 4 strategy template. Here is showing you the 4 different strategies that you get on the course. Now can you see, pretty much at the same time, 4 strategies told you to buy. Now you're getting 4 different sat-navs all telling you to do the same thing. How much more confidence is that going to give you in your trading? It's absolutely fantastic. We love it. So all of this, £3,999. Today, £2,999. But this could very well be the end of the program. We said to people on our last trading webinar that Chris and I are very seriously thinking about stopping the Live with a Trader program. So if you've been thinking about this for days, weeks, or months, or years, this is your decision day. As from next year, you are more than likely not going to be seeing this program offered again. We are taking bookings now for next year for those people who want to come and join us, who want to take advantage of this education that we provide. So again, everything is included. We have changed your 3 months VIP Traders Lounge to a lifetime access into the lounge, and also lifetime support sessions via Skype with Chris, myself, or any of our team. Our special, we said this is our last webinar of the year due to us going back to South Africa, so we're offering you a Christmas special, a Christmas present from us to you. Today, £2,000 for this entire training course. Many people on here are going to be scratching their heads. They paid double the amount for their training. This is our Christmas special to you. to say, if this is for you, if this is the right time for you, take action now, because more than likely you're not going to see this again in the new year. If it does come available in the new year, it will be a completely different system, and I can guarantee you, hand on heart, you will not get this for under £3,000. These are the dates that we have available, so get your pen and paper out. We have got the 23rd of February for arrival, with the training dates on the 24th and 25th. There's only one seat left available on that date. We've then got the 16th of March, arrival date, 17th and 18th training date, the 23rd of March, with the 24th and 25th of March as your training dates. All other dates now are fully booked. And a note to our past students that are on with us, if you're looking for mentorship dates for early next year, just drop me an email now. These are some of the last students. The bottom one over here, we've got David Clayton. He left us yesterday, and you'll see some of his results coming up soon. This over here was my training statement this morning. I always like to show people live up-to-date records of what is happening. As you can see, the 23rd of the 10th, and by 11:49 I'd made $1,473.39. I went for my lunch. I came back just before the US session opened. It had turned to $2,732.30, and by the end of the day it was $3,226.84 for the day. How many of you sitting on this call today receive that type of an income from your employment that you have right now? As I said, it's not only me. Here we've got Alison. She says she's done for the day. She made 100 pips yesterday and 63 pips today. She's very happy. Ricky has made 50 pips for the day. Jenny, 55 pips up on one pair and 13 on the other. And this one over here was taken from today. As you can see, the 23rd of October 2012 at 19 minutes past 1. David Clayton, the guy that we showed you that left us yesterday, is up 1,780 pips so far, and Chris was up on 40 on euro and 958 on gold. Chris's trading statement from this morning, he was up $1,923.78 before lunch. After lunch he came back, he was up $2,336.78. We always ask our students at the end of every webinar to answer us, what is holding you back from trading? And we offer these three different things, and people vote according to which one they think is holding them back the most. And you're going to get the same at the end of this now. And they're always time, fear, and cost. So, looking at time, guys, Forex is a 24-hour market. Chris and I were working 12 hours a day and still found the time to learn how to trade. Okay, so with having a job, shift work, whatever it might be, it's a 24-hour market. You always have the ability to learn and always have the ability to trade. Fear. Well, fear is actually abbreviation for false evidence appearing real. Okay, it doesn't always come to life. Okay, but to remove away that fear, we are giving you on the Live with a Trader the Count the Cash system. It removes the emotions as your personal stat nav for a confident way forward. And the cost. Well, we've given you the option for the Forex Made Easy at £299. You cannot get anything less for that type of education. Look at what it's done for Cole and his family. And then we have slashed our Live with a Trader in half as a Christmas special to you. So cost, in that sense, we've done the best that we can for you. So £297 plus postage and packaging for Forex Made Easy. You can purchase this at www.forexmadeeasy.com, or the Live with a Trader for £2,000 all inclusive on offer for just 7 days. These are the dates that are available again. When they are fully booked, they're all gone. And here we have Ricky. This is going to be our last testimonial before I hand you over to Chris, who's going to do live analysis with you. Sorry it's taken so long, but I really wanted to get the point across to show you how good trading can be for you. You just got to take the step. Hi Ricky, are you there?
Hey Nikki.
Hi there. Do you want to go ahead? Yes.
Yeah. So my story. I used to be a chef working between 70 and 80 hours a week. And I met Nikki and Chris about 2 years ago at Financial Independence Day, and changed my life really. With everything that Nikki and Chris have taught me in trading and diversifying into other investments as well. I mean now, I left my job. I left the job as a chef about in April, so about 5 months ago now, 6 months ago. And 4 months ago I moved to Spain, which trading's enabled me to do that, because now I can work from anywhere in the world. So it's 25 degrees today, which is lovely. So,
thanks.
Yeah, so basically, if you're thinking about trading, then trade with Serene, because their support is unmatchable. You get to be in the chat every day with traders and Nikki and Chris every day. So if you've got any thoughts, any worries, concerns, just ask Nikki and Chris or any of the other guys in there. And I've become good friends with them over the past couple of years. I consider them some of my best friends. I mean, trading, like Nikki said, you need to put in the effort, but the rewards are limitless. You know, how much you put in, you get out. So, and today it's a life skill, really. Recession proof. So,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so yeah,
Great.
just do it. You know, if you're thinking about it, when's going to be the right time? Well, now's the right time. You know, nothing's certain elsewhere in anyone's job. No one knows if they're going to be working next month, or you know. So you need to take control now. That's my theory. So,
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Ricky.
All right. Thank you.
So, before I hand you over to Chris, I have a final note for you. I was listening to a program on the TV one night, and this guy said this. I had to actually rewind it and write it down, because to me it is so powerful. There really is no such thing as an ordinary person. Everybody has the power to be extraordinary, no matter where they have come from or what their circumstances are. It's just a matter of belief. Some people think it's impossible to change the future, but in reality, the future is only what you make of it. Before I hand you over to Chris, I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions. I ask that you answer them quickly and honestly. If you request a callback, ensure that you have provided us with the correct contact details and that you are available to take our call. So I'm just going to run through them very quickly. We always love our feedback. We always like to know where we stand with everybody. So if you don't mind just taking the next 1 minute to answer a couple of questions for me. The first one is this your first webinar with us? Are you looking to trade Forex for a second income, to replace your income, or to actually create a business out of trading? And remember, there's nothing wrong with saying that you want it as a second income. Everybody at one stage in their lives have to start using it as a second income and then grow it from there. Great. And here it is. What do you think is the biggest thing holding you back from trading? Money, time, fear, or all of the above? Would you like to take advantage of our brand new Forex Made Easy training course? If you would, remember, you can go straight to the website www.forexmadeeasy.com and purchase it from there. If you're not sure, why don't you drop me an email to nikki@sereneeducation.com with any questions that you might have, so I can see if I can help you through the process to get you going forward, or tell you that maybe Forex is not for you, again, you can always drop me an email. I'm always here to speak to any of our students at nikki@sereneeducation.com. How many of you would like to take advantage of the last Live with a Trader special promotion that will be offered for the year? Again, any questions that you might have, email me. We can help you through it. But if you are interested and you've written down those dates and there's one that you particularly want, email me now, because it will go first come, first serve. And last but not least, would you like Chris or myself to give you a call back? Again, if you put yes, please make sure that you provide us with your correct telephone number. If not, email me and give it to us. We will try and contact you. For the first week, we will leave you messages. If we cannot contact you within the first week, we will expect you to contact us back. Alright guys, that's it for me. I'm going to leave you with one more saying. I love these and they are really moving. They actually do a lot to change my life. And I have got somebody working with me on a new program that we're creating for intermediate Forex traders, and I was getting a bit annoyed by things, and he sent this through to me and he said, sit down, chill and read this. He said, the Dalai Lama, when asked what surprised him most about humanity, answered, man, because he sacrifices his health in order to make money. Then he sacrifices money to recuperate his health. And then he is so anxious about the future that he does not enjoy the present, the result being that he does not live in the present or the future. He lives as if he is never going to die, and then dies having never really lived. Forex trading can honestly change your life and give you the freedom of time and the freedom of choice that every person on this planet deserves. So, I'm going to hand you over to Chris now for the exciting part. He's going to do live trade analysis. I will be around to answer any questions that you might have. I wish you all the best, and if I do contact you within the next couple of days, if you've asked for a call back, I really look forward to it. Wishing you guys all the best. I'm handing you over to Chris now. Thank you very much for your time.